Let's dive right into this explainer. Today we're doing something a little bit different. We're going to synthesize three seemingly completely different worlds into one unified operational blueprint. We're looking at elite athletic performance, high-stakes B2B sales, and B2C loyalty programs. Now, on the surface, they might look completely unrelated, but right beneath the surface, they run on the exact same engine. We're kicking things off with this intense realization from tennis legend Novak Djokovic. Picture this. When he was just a 12-year-old boy in Serbia, his father showed him a $10 bill and basically told him it was literally all the money their family had left. That created an absolute survival mentality. It really sets the high-stakes tone for our analysis today because true retention and sustained success aren't just nice-to-haves, they are absolute matters of corporate and personal existence. So, here is the core question you've got to ask yourself as we build out the mechanics of long-term retention. Whether you're holding on to a #1 world ranking, retaining a $1 million enterprise software client, or keeping a retail customer engaged in a loyalty program, the underlying operational physics are exactly the same. Here's our operational flight plan. We'll quickly cover the architecture of retention, Day 1 operational onboarding, the value of redemption, the re-qualification protocol, and finally, true lifetime value. Let's get to it. Starting off with Section 1, the architecture of retention. Basically, the blueprint for success. Think of it like a flywheel, sustaining peak athletic performance for decades, keeping those high-value B2B software clients, or even running a profitable B2C loyalty program. They literally rely on the exact same architecture. You've got onboarding to lay the foundation, you've got engagement to invest daily value, and of course renewal to continuously re-qualify your worth. It's not three different strategies, it's one universal blueprint. Moving to Section 2, Day 1, operational onboarding. Because honestly, long-term retention actually begins the exact second a relationship starts. Novak Djokovic's journey is just a perfect example of this. At just 9 years old, his early coach, someone he actually calls his tennis mother, she didn't just teach him how to hit a backhand. She instilled a holistic protocol right from the jump. They analyzed tapes of the greats, they listened to classical music to build mental rhythm, and they practiced intense visualization way before he ever stepped onto a professional court. She was literally onboarding him for a 20-year career when he was barely out of elementary school. And in the corporate world, this mirrors the exact science of behavioral onboarding. In B2C loyalty, the data is super clear. If you don't get a customer to build a habit in the first 21 days and lock it in by day 60, you lose them. It's that simple. And similarly, in B2B sales, the value selling framework mandates that the renewal process starts the exact day the first contract is signed. Think about it. If you wait until month 11 to start showing them the value of your product, yeah, you've already lost the account. Okay, Section 3, the value of redemption and engagement costs. So here's a crucial point where we really need to reframe how we think about costs. In the loyalty industry, there's this term called breakage. Basically, it refers to unredeemed reward points. Historically, a lot of CFOs would look at breakage and cheer, thinking, great, we don't have to pay out those rewards, that's pure profit. But actually, the latest economic data proves the exact opposite. High breakage is long-term death. When a customer actually redeems points, their lifetime value absolutely skyrockets. True redemption is a healthy investment that drives engagement, not just some cost you need to minimize.
This whole concept applies directly to B2B account management too. You really can't hoard your resources. Account managers have to invest daily value across a chronological timeline to delight their clients. You check in at month 1, right? Then you reconfirm value at month 3 and assess feature adoption at month 6. Every single interaction has to add value to the client. You're basically redeeming your company's expertise to keep them engaged, making absolutely sure you never ever wait until month 12 to blindly ask for renewal.
Now, this mindset perfectly mirrors the mental costs Djokovic pays out there on the court. I mean, imagine playing a Wimbledon final and a stadium of 15,000 people is aggressively screaming for your opponent, Roger Federer. That is a massive emotional toll. But Djokovic utilizes this intense mental framework to literally transmute that hostility. When the crowd chanted, "Roger, Roger," he trained his subconscious mind to hear, "Novak, Novak." He took a huge external cost and transformed it into high-value engagement fuel for his own performance. Mind-blowing, right? Which brings us to Section 4, the Re-Qualification protocol. This is all about proving your worth in a world where past success guarantees you absolutely nothing. In the value selling methodology, you just cannot renew a B2B contract on yesterday's wins. The client already paid you for past realized value. They feel they're owed that. To keep them around, you must continuously re-qualify yourself based on their evolving needs. You've got to sell them on anticipated future value. Because honestly, the reasons they bought from you a year ago are very likely not the same reasons they'll stay with you tomorrow. Asking this specific, proactive question early on in a B2B relationship is an absolute game changer. If we're a 10 right now, what would it take to bring us to a 20? Posing that identifies gaps and secures that anticipated future value long before a competitor swoops in. It proves you aren't just coasting on your past deliverables. And you know, Djokovic faces this exact same re-qualification mandate every single time he steps onto the court. He's the legend, sure, he has all the records, but the new kids on the block, they don't care about his past realized value. He has to prove his dominance against a relentless new generation of tennis players, actively adjusting his game, his nutrition, and his mindset to re-qualify for that #1 rank every single season. Finally, Section 5, True Lifetime Value, Compounding Success. In the loyalty space, true customer lifetime value, or CLV, isn't just top-line revenue. As the data clearly shows, it's the total profit generated over a lifespan, which is carefully calculated by subtracting the cost of goods sold and, crucially, those redemption costs we talked about earlier. When you manage this correctly, it completely shifts the view of retention. It stops being a mere cost center trying to plug a leaky bucket and transforms into a long-term, compounding profit engine for the entire enterprise. Now, to put this into perspective, here is a massive gap in the market, less than 1%. In many programs, that is the tiny fraction of users that actually make it to that critical golden moment of their first redemption. Organizations fail to onboard, they fail to engage, and they fail to requalify, meaning they completely miss out on the compounding lifetime value of the other 99%. That's huge. Let's look at what maximum lifetime value looks like in human performance. For Djokovic, compounding his physical and mental retention over a long horizon yields absolute historical greatness. I mean, at age 38, totally defying the biological clock, he tore his meniscus at Roland Garros. But instead of giving up, he used the skepticism of his own team as fuel, recovered in weeks to play the Wimbledon final, and then went on to win Olympic gold. That is true compounding value. That's turning an obstacle into a generational legacy. So I want to leave you with this final thought for your own enterprise, your career, and your mindset. Are you building a fragile system that merely survives the day, just hoping your clients don't churn and your competition doesn't catch up? Or are you building an elite operational engine, onboarding intentionally, investing in engagement, and constantly requalifying, designed to compound peak value for a lifetime? Because understanding the architecture of retention, that is the difference between fleeting success and absolute dominance. Think about it.